Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we're going to go down and take a look at that. But first we have to get going, so let's go. So, welcome back everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. For the folks who haven't been following along over on the stream series, we've been doing a little bit of stuff in Space Engineers. We started with the red ship start, which we ended up having to recover the ship. We've rebuilt some of it a couple of times, and now we are starting to look at expanding. So the first thing that I started working on is we now have a central column. Let me drop down here really quick and I'll show you. So we now have this flight of stairs that continues up and around, brings you to here. This is actually sealed and takes you into the ship prior. We will be opening that up eventually once we have the rest of this area down here airtight. So when you come down, there's going to be a couple of rooms. We're going to have basically a bed and probably a desk or something with windows. This particular unit is going to have a forward-looking as well as starboard-looking window. There's going to be a second room here, which is also looking out onto the actually port side. Sorry. And then on the starboard side, you're going to have a duplication of those two rooms over here as well. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to bulk up the ship a little bit. We're going to slowly start expanding this to be a full-on space station, but it's going to be a mobile station. It will not be an orbital station. So the landing gear that are there will come out. We'll use those for parts elsewhere and unknown signals. Okay. But yeah, so we have our small hangar here. We're going to have a larger docking hangar over on this side. That's what we're setting this up for. The floors are actually blast door sections, so this should be one continuous piece of airtight goodness down here, which is nice because it means that we'll be able to use ships with larger thrusters without having to worry so much about the destruction you would normally get from light armor blocks or from using light armor blocks. Now we have framed the entrance as well as the edges with the heavy armor blocks because we want these to be a little bit more durable, but the rest of the ship is actually going to stay light armor blocks for now. Now I will come back eventually and we'll greeble this up, so make it a little bit more durable. Start working on some of this other stuff as well, but the idea is to frame in most of this. And now that we have what I think is a workable bit of layout, we should be actually pretty good. Now I am going to have an air vent here, and then below that is going to be our supply system that will come into here somewhere. I'm not sure where we're going to bring this in. But we're going to bring it in, and what we'll do is we'll have a hookup on it so that we can actually have ships come in and dock to the lock ring. And yeah, so we'll be able to bring stuff in and get stuff done. Let's go ahead and go ahead and start working on some of this. I want to go ahead, I think I'm going to do a quick cut here. And what we're going to do is I'm just basically going to continue working on this. I should be able to reach this stuff on the back side. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this started so we can at least get something done today. And we will be right back. And we're back. So I've gone ahead, started framing up some of this stuff. We've got a bunch of things up here welded in. We've got most of our outer edge framed in and welded up as well. And what I'm going to do is, because I want to get this done a little bit faster, is I'm going to use this little handy dandy mod. Beautiful piece of kit right here. Let's go, we'll do it that way. So what this is it's very similar to, if you know the nanobot welder. This is another one of the nano systems, but this one is a little bit better balanced. So we got 120 construction, interior plates, tubes, and tubes. Let's just go grab a bunch of this stuff right now, because what I wanted to do is this thing, once it's set up and running, will actually fix, well, I shouldn't say fix, it's going to weld up the things that I really need up here. So let's go ahead and put that back. We're going to grab, I don't know, how many did I need? Like 100, 200? I think it was 120 of those. Just grab 100 of those. Grab a bunch, actually. Yeah, that should be enough. I'm not sure if I need any of those or not, but I do need computers. And a crap ton of those. Haha. And anything else that I might need? I don't know. I might need something else, but we'll figure it out. Okay. This is why I wanted to make sure we had entrances on all sides of the ship so we can get in and out of here as quickly and easily. Motors, that was what we needed. Oh, look, it works. Okay. So, we want this to be the build and repair. We want this to walk mode. Basically, the two modes of walk and fly. Walk keeps it locked to this grid. Fly is anything within a set radius. So we're going to leave it on walk mode. We want it to weld before it grinds. We're not going to have it ignore anything right now. And it's basically 75 meters in all directions from where we are. Okay. Alright. So, hopefully it's doing something. Right? Is it doing something? I don't know. Let's see. maybe it's not actually... Oh, no, it should be good. Oh, it would help if I turned it on, huh? Now, I've been told this thing drains a ridiculous amount of power, right? But we will see how well all of this works. Oh, what's it fixing back here? Okay, I must be missing parts on something. So this is one of the things that I do like about the mod, is that it will go through and start fixing all of your stuff for you. But it's only working on one block at a time. If you're familiar with the bigger nanobot, the original nanobot mod, basically what it would do is it would handle a bunch of different things simultaneously and was ridiculously fast. Oh, before I forget, no, we want to take those out. Because it's going to try and weld these up at some point. Right. I may actually come back and fill these in, I'm not sure. But what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to... It's going to work on things like the hangar doors, and it'll work on some of the other stuff. And what I'm going to do is work on the miscellaneous things. And I'll probably have to grind this. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take that out for now so that it doesn't build it at all. There we go. Oh, so even when I'm going back to recharge, this thing will hopefully keep running. So let's go ahead and go. We're going to do this. And it's nice because it allows me to focus on the actual build and design and not have to worry quite so much on anything else. Now, I'm thinking we may leave this open, because if we need to continue this down, well, if we need to continue it down, I guess we could just, you know, like, cut it out and, yeah, the hell with it. Let's go ahead and, we'll go ahead and get this running here. Now, what do I got in here? I have one plate left, so let's go drop this stuff off in the little repair piece. Now, one of the things that we will be setting up that I have not started doing yet is we do have the shield mod installed as well, but I want to get our actual power system up and running, because the shields, in order to charge them and maintain them, require just an ungodly amount of power, and I do mean those things are ridiculously energy intensive. Oh, it would help if I had picked up the steel plates. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, let's see, what do we got? Let's go ahead and we're gonna transfer these over. You know what? I can just do it just like that. Much faster. Alright. So we've got interior plates. Are we actually out of steel plates? I think we're out of steel plates. I used all my steel plates. You son of a... Alright. So we're going to queue up like 10,000 of these on subassembler A. Now is... Let's see here. Okay, so you are good. You are good. Are you guys actually both producing them? No, of course not. There's another 5,000 being made there. Okay, so if those are now making parts, we want that to be plates. So it looks like the welder, this little repair tool, is actually pulling them out faster than than I'm able to make them. That is awesome. Oh, what are you missing? You are missing steel tubes. Let's make sure we have a bunch of those as well. It's just odd to see so many things being done at once. It's nice. I like it. So you are making still a bunch of those, you're making those, and you are not making anything. So, go ahead and queue up 1,000 of those. And I'm probably burning through my iron as fast as I'm creating it. So I have been out and about mining. That was one of the things that we were doing off camera. So as you can see, we have another 75k of uranium sitting in reserve, another 17k of stone, almost 29k of silicon, 130k iron. Now, where? Alright, so what are our refineries working on? So you're doing cobalt, which is good. You are doing nickel, which is great. And as you can see, we've got, you know, just a ridiculous amount of materials right now. You, however, we want to set to iron. So we're going to go over here, grab this. Where did my iron go? There we go. I'm going to swap those out so that it can keep producing iron so that we can make plates and everything much faster. Let's see here. So I have to say, it does do wonders. How many grids do we have? We're going to need a bunch of grids too. Probably about, you know what? We'll just queue up 1,000 of them. It's fine. Okay, you are still burning. You are still burning. You are almost done. So we're going to just queue up 1,000 of those. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we got a couple hundred. So yeah, we're gonna need a bunch. All right, because all of those heavy armor blocks are going to take ridiculous amounts of them. Because they're what, like 20 or something like that, 20 or 50 for each of the heavy armor blocks. and a 25 for each of the slopes. So yeah, gonna use a lot. Oh, look at you, look at you. Oh, before I forget, crap, I want all the incomplete airtight hangar doors here. Alright, so there should be more than that, I think. We're going to head and say here, we'll call this main hangar. Actually, we can find, you are all open, you are open, you are open. Because the only ones that should be visible are the ones here on this down below us. And what I'm trying to do is I want to have them set up so that when we have this selected, we don't want to see that, and we don't want to see that. Okay. So, according to this, we've got a bunch of doors already done. Oh, yep, we do have a bunch of doors already done. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Alright, so let's go ahead and I need to get some iron plates from this thing, or from steel plates from this. Can I grab any before you guys get them? Ah, crap. Okay. 63 plates should, in theory, be enough. At least gets us started on what we're building here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to build the rest of this out of heavy armor. Now I originally had thought I might do it out of the, what is it, the blast door material. But I'm thinking I'm going to leave the blast door specifically just for the flooring. And we're going to put in some more of these. And one of the reasons why I wanted to use the repair bay is because I've got places inside the ship where there are frames just kind of hanging out, and I don't want to have to cut my way through them, through the rest of the ship, just to put the frame on. So, oh, you know what? I did that backwards. Crap. Let's... Alright. I actually want that to come out, which means I'm probably going to have to go ahead and block this one in. Which is fine. I might be able to come back later and unblock this, but because the way this is set up, this is actually going to come out a little bit. We're going to restyle most of this upper area. What I'm thinking is basically do something like this. So that you get a little bit of, a little bit of an interest on the design there a little. Because what that'll do then is this will carry down. And we can then bring this. I don't know if I want to bring it. Yeah, probably I'll have to. Okay. So what we'll end up with is... Come on, thank you. We're going to end up with something like this, because we're going to have this hallway here, or this piece. Yeah. So this piece here will run down the center line here until we get to the point where we're going to have our connector in. And I'm thinking what we will end up with is basically have it like right here. In fact, let's see. Do we want to do that? Oh, because we're going to have a door come in. Where are we going to put the door? Thinking we're going to put door here, which will have a window here looking in. Have a second door on this side, I think. So if we do door, window, door, wall, wall. Well, we could actually do windows on both sides. Maybe we'll do that. That way you can see into the hangar from the residential areas. Okay, so what are you guys missing? Because I have a feeling you're missing parts. You're missing components. And I thought we had a couple thousand of those, but we may have used them all. It looks like we have used them all. Okay, so you are still producing. You are almost done producing. And you're getting close. So how many you're producing that? You're producing 2K of those. You guys are going to finish about the same amount of time. We're going to go ahead and make like 5K of those. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not really worried about burning through the materials is because, well, as you can see, we have magnesium, we have iron, we've got ice. I think we got cobalt and platinum over here too. What is this? Iron, magnesium, platinum, uranium, and ice here. And we've got a couple of other asteroids in the area that we can pull resources from as well. So, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Won't be too expensive. But we will end up with this coming out like this as regular iron, or regular wall, I should say. And are you going to be a regular wall? And we'll take you out. Let's go here. We're going to go find that. You know what? We are going to have to... We'll have to rework this a little bit. Which is fine. We're used to it, right? Because we'll come back and flush this portion out a little bit later. I do think that what we'll end up with here, though, is going to be these ramps. Like so. And then, I don't know if we're going to... do something like that, maybe? And... let's see here. So we're either going to do that, or might just need to do that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up with. Okay. That's fine. And then this will come up here. And that gives us a bit more of an extension on the rib. Bluffs it out a little bit. So you are actually that. Take you out because you're actually going to do that and that. Oh, slowly but surely. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and pull that one out. There you go. We end up with a bit more on this. Now I might even come back and extend this out a little bit further, but I don't think so. I think we're going to leave it like that. What we're going to do is we're going to set this up to basically be a light armor block on the exterior. And if I decide to, I'll come back and cut windows into it. I don't know if I will, though. Because it's a hangar, you don't really need the windows. Really? Yeah, you don't really need the windows at this point. But having this all set up and sealed off will be nice. And then basically, the reason I try to put these offsets in, where you end up with one block outward, there's a couple of reasons. One, if I want to put a depressurization system in, I can do that. I can put it off to the side over here. If I also want to run, say, I don't know, if I wanted to run the connector over here through the wall and then run it up, that gives me room to have it over here. So then we could actually have 6 small ships or one medium-sized, medium-ish ship here in the middle. Or some combination of that. So, we said this is coming out. That came out one more. So, ramps first. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's get this set up first. I think this is going to come out another block, right? So this goes away. We have that. That's set up there. Okay. And then we had that coming out there. That comes out there and then goes down. Okay. And then we have just this basically backfilling in. And I think we're going to need that to come out. Let's see, did we bring that? Oh, how close? Where is that guy at? Holy crap, he's close. Alright, so we went with that. Okay. Want to be very, very careful because I do not want that thing attacking. I'm hoping that he's going to stay over there and ignore us. Oh, he jumped out. Awesome. Even better. Okay, so that gets us a little bit closer to being done on this side. Now, originally I had thought that I might do 2 levels of habitation, so you'd have one here, you come up and have another one here. But the more I thought about it, well, actually, I might need to reconsider that because I'm starting to think about that going, you know, that might not be actually a bad thing to do. It would give me a reason to put another stair up here, and that would basically cut over, because that's going to be the door, upper, and then that ceiling. Right? Yeah. So let me see here. Is there something in there? Nope, there isn't. Because what that'll allow me to do then, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself here, what we could do is bring this back. Ah, crap. There we go. So we'd be able to bring this back here. Let's see, which one would be the floor? Floor would be here. Because that's going to be roof there. So floor here. Alright. So if we do it this way, yeah, so we would have that come back as floor space. Yes, I think we can do this. This might actually work really well, actually. Okay, so that'll come down. We have... Do we have any interior plates? No. So we would have another one of these, which would put us there, make the turn. Oh, it would have to come in there. See, what we've got over here is this is one of these hallway sections. So if we had this come up, basically double back here, turn, hallway, maybe we could actually make this work. No, it wouldn't work. At least not there. What if we did... So that would come out there. You'd have a walkway here. Come out there. Actually, yeah, we could. No. Because again, this one is going to be in the way. Oh, crap. We need it to end here, so what we might be able to do then... So we might be able to bring it out this way. Basically have that there. We have stairs come up. At the top, we can then have it loop around. So you end up with a walkway on both sides of these. What happens if we take this stuff out? And we want windows overlooking here, because this is going to be our walkway. You know what? Let's go ahead and take this out for now, because as we get into it, it's going to help get a better idea of what's going on here. So we will need to put... Let's do that. We're going to need to put one here. We're going to need one there. So we may as well go ahead and fill that in, fill that in, fill that in. Okay. This actually gives us a good amount of supplies as well. Okay, so I think we've got an idea here. And what we're going to do is we'll just continue the wall up from below. So this is going to be like so. We'll take that out. Actually, because if we take Yeah, let's go ahead and take this stuff out. And what this does is it basically doubles our space for residential. Okay, so you have that. No, that's wrong. No, 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 no. There you go. So that came out a bit. This is going to come out a bit. Oh, damn it. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Okay, and we can go like so, like so. And you're actually going to come out there. This is going to be like that. And then you are going to continue up as well. Alright. I think we've got an idea here. Alright. And you go like so. You guys are going to come out of here, I think. We'll work with what we have when we need to. For now, let's go ahead and go ahead and place those in there like so. So you came out one to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Alright, so you're going to go there, you go there, you go there. Then we come back, go. We put a door here. We frame this in. So then we'll have a window. The windows will be attached on these blocks, so you'll end up with a small area to be able to stand. Got that done. Okay. So we're actually going to change that up a little bit. Alright, so before we run out of power, oh, that's bad. Come on. Okay, so I'm out of power, so I'm going to go ahead and run myself back into the ship. We're gonna... I didn't want to come in this way because it's going to actually, no, I guess it's not going to depressurize that. It will depressurize up here, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with y'all, getting stuff done on the ship. When we come back later, we will hopefully have more of this done. But more importantly, we will be a little bit further along in the build. So I want to thank you all for stopping in. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit those like buttons. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the section below. And if you haven't done so already, you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Man, this thing is, look at that. It's looking good, looking good. We're almost there.